have you ever thought about unaliving yourself? And you could answer that, or you could answer, what's been your lowest moment?
I mean, bro, suicide's a real answer, a real thing. I mean,
Can
I
you say
think
unaliving? I don't know if that'll ban me. Will suicide get you banned on here?
mental. I'll say, all right, mental health. Let's say that mental health is like a real thing, and no, I don't think it would because they talk about it a lot. I mean, look at Bryce Crawford. You know
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah,
story, and I mean, like I've had thoughts before, bro. I remember last year in March, I was at my lowest. Like before I met him, before did the start of the content, I was at a low where I ghosted everyone for a week. I stayed in my room, and I was like, all right, I either have to find a goal, something I need, or I don't know if I can do this anymore. And I finally found something that really brought the fire in me, and he can tell his story.
Absolutely. I've been through a lot of things. First time where I thought about it was when I lost my grandmother due to COVID. Cause she was just like a best friend, like real like best friend to me. Then like last year, like few months back, say like 5 months back or so, definitely had the thoughts and real strong temptation to. But the fact that what really brought me closer to like humanity is one, brotherhood, and two, um the I don't know if everybody feels this because I didn't grow up like having a real strong relationship with my mother, but even though I didn't, when I really go to her about some real life shit, the sense of unconditional love feels amazing when you're so vulnerable. But I definitely thought about like unaliving myself and real mental health stuff, but like at the end of the day, you matter, like you matter. At the end of the day, you have a lot of things to accomplish and conquer, and you just get blinded by the overwhelming anxiety and the feelings that you're feeling in the moment. But definitely, it's definitely not worth it. It's a short term, it's a long term answer to a short term feeling, and
Mm,
it's not worth it.
And
There's so much more.
I feel like, bro, a lot of our viewers they go through it too. I've gotten viewers texting me like, "Yo, like I like your content is the reason why I'm still alive," and like that eye opens you because like when you hear people saying like I'm the reason why like I'm keep pushing. I got viewers saying like, "Bro, you make my night." Like just you posting content. I want my content to be motivational. I want my content to show that like you can. It's just a safe place, so where you could just watch my stream at night and you could just feel like, all right, I just need this. Like that. That's what I do it for. Just that one viewer, that one kid who's probably struggling. Because I used to work in the inner cities. I used to help kids like just like train kids like working out and stuff. I remember this one kid, bro. He went home. He lived in a motel and with his six brothers didn't have anything. And just like I want to, like moving forward because a lot of kids have mental health issues at a young age too. I want to when we have our money and we have our platform. This is my biggest goal. I say it every time on my stream, everything. I want to get a bunch of inner city kids. What do they love to do? They love sports, play football. I want to bring them down to like an NFL stadium, play with some NFL players for a day, get that like that excitement for a day. That one day can change your life, and that's what like that's a big goal of mine. If anyone in upstate could help me out with that, any connections, what we do have, I definitely want to make that possible in this year and something that we could make like a big upstate event because a lot of these upstate kids they have I've seen kids who are like really strong or like really like smart and they have the potential but they're just on the streets doing dumb shit and that's what I feel like upstate needs. They need just like something that can just have them have that fire, you know?
And my thing also is just like I'm not so sensitive, but you never know what kind of hate you spread to somebody, how that affects them mentally. Like there's a lot of things that people deal with that's your small little backhanded compliment, your small comment could have affected them negatively. So that's why me and ARod always try to just be positive, even with the hate. How can we be positive through the hate? I had people hate on my content and stuff, and I respond back with positivity, and they just like, oh damn, like
They don't
I
know
didn't
what
get
to
the
say.
response I wanted. So it's just like I'm always gonna see the good in things because I also I'm working a full time job right now while doing content. This is the last year I'm going to be working. I know for a fact I'm going to be full time within content, but I work in a hospital. I see real life
mm,
mental health
mm.
issues. I see people at their lowest. I see people through psychosis and stuff that you never get to experience unless you work in a hospital. And the fact that I get to help people and see this type of stuff, it's a different experience. I see life and death, everything, and it's a completely different experience. But I'm grateful to have it.
Is social media good or bad for society?
Two ways. I mean, I think it's good and bad. I mean, bro, like you can go on social media and it's gonna just keep you on there in that loop, and like the algorithm kind of sucks because like you could be watching this one video and it's like a sad video, boom, another sad video, keeps you in that depression, or just like seeing people doing this and you want to live that life and you compare too much, and that's where the mental health. But like I think also there's a positive because like I've seen like religious, like that's coming on up an uprise. So it's good and bad. It's unfortunate, but it is good and bad.
Definitely good and bad. I've definitely it depends on what you're consuming and how much you're consuming. And I crazy to think about, like, if I wasn't doing social media, I promise you I wouldn't have social media because I don't care. Like, if it wasn't like something that I want to pursue with number, like with money and like inspiration to the people, I wouldn't want to have it because people get too caught up in it, and I see it from the outside because people look at my followers and think I'm somebody I'm not. They all up in my stuff, and it's like, damn, like they think I'm living a completely different life, and just from social media. So I just think that it's just social media could be good, but I promise you I wouldn't have it if I wasn't doing social media.
Like
I'll be just enjoying the nature of life because life is beautiful.
once you see us like start getting that dough and that money, I think like personally, I have like editors and stuff running my page. I'm gonna be less off social media. I'll probably not even be on my page. I'll probably have like a burner account and I'll barely be on because I could easily live that life where like I don't need social media. I love nature. I want to be outside and have
Hmm.
that healthy lifestyle. But right now I'm in the grind where I gotta kind of be on there. But
Absolutely,
eventually
we
I
do got to
definitely
consume what's going viral. We got to consume the algorithm, but later on it won't be like that.
dead ass.
I like consuming the God content and stuff. Bryce Crawford, can't wait to see him in March 15th, y'all.
This is my last question. Does money or fame make you or a person happy?
Absolutely not.
Mm-mm. Money, like I
We
think
had some of our. I'm sorry. We had some like by no fame or money to from no means, but we've had some of our best streams where so many people came to see us, and I literally cried the day before, like bawling my eyes out because I'm just not happy. But I just don't feel like something so tangible because money and fame, you like the most important thing. If you give if all your money disappears, you can't, like, what are you gonna do? Your health is the most important thing, and your spirituality. So if you're out of money and you're not famous no more, you can still be healthy. But if you're not healthy no more, what are you gonna exactly?
and I think like money can buy like moments, but it can't buy like all around happiness. And like,
Hmm.
I mean, health is wealth. Like, if you can have that one person who is a millionaire who's dying on his deathbed to that one person who's
How can
sleeping
you
on the
enjoy that $1 million?
streets who is healthy. So, like, I think a lot of people go after the wrong goal, and a lot of people go famous for the wrong reasons, just for the money, and then they're lost, they're depressed, and that's where like suicide really does, or I
The
should say,
drug
like,
abuse, the addiction, the suicidal thoughts, all that creeps in because they were in it for the wrong reasons, and they fleed from God. They didn't have God in the center. And that's how I know once we reach the money and the fame, we keep God in the center, we're gonna be fine.
yeah, I think some big things are going to come out this year for us, and just keep trusting God and keep trusting what we're doing and keep upstate behind our back. And you're going to see just us do some big things. And I don't really, big thing with our relationship, we don't care about money. We throw money all around
We
all the
spend
time.
so much money on our dreams, bro.
Bro,
Like,
we be throwing, bro, there's days where like we're
it's
broke.
days he got to pay for my food, nothing in
I
the
gotta
bank. He
he
got
gotta pay for my food, bro. There's days where our card has declined, and that's the thing that people don't understand. Like we don't got that much money. Like there's days where that shit happens, but like knowing that we could like pay each other back. Like I know there's gonna be one day where I buy him a car, he buys me a boat or something like that. That's gonna be the life one day. Or like when we're giving back to kids, buying them all this like nice equipment or something like that. Like that's what it's gonna really say. Oh, it's paid off.